Hello and welcome. My name is Catalina Perez, and in this video I'm going to explain what is a biofuel, its types, and how to make one of them. To begin, we must first understand the concept of biofuels. Biofuel refers to any biofuels, where a liquid, solid, or gaseous is produced from biomass, that is, from any organic, animal, or plant matter. Among the main types of biofuels that we can find are bioethanol, biodiesel, and biogas. Biofuels are classified into three types, depending on the raw materials used to produce them. These are first generation, second generation, and third generation. Now in this little theory, we will focus on understanding what are second generation biofuels. These second generation biofuels are produced from lignocellulosic biomass, which includes forests, agricultural and urban residues. They are inedible food groups considered as waste. For example, stems, wood, chips, fruit peels, etc. The main components of these wastes are cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. The way to obtain fuels of this generation, such as ethanol, synthetic biodiesel, butanol, or octane, is from the fermentation, biochemical route or thermochemical route. Based on this theory, we will proceed of the manufacture of a second generation biofuel, such as ethanol, from the fermentation method of banana peel as raw material scarce in large quantities, because it is a fruit consumed worldwide for its easy availability in the year.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Hernandez, and then we will be showing you videos about how the process was, the materials that were used, as well as the result. The materials we will use are PET bottles, transparent glass, containers, strainers, a put, yes, mineral water, ice cubes, and thermometer. We will build a one-way valve for the fermentation process and distillation equipment. I will now show you the process of fermentation. First, we have the pre-treatment of the raw material. In this case, will be with banana peels, which consists in put the banana peels into small pieces. Once that is ready, we have to empty the banana pieces into a pot and heat it up for 25 minutes. This project is based on the production of glucose containing a high content of it to achieve ethanol more efficiently. Once the welding time has passed, we have to wait for it to cool down so that we can move on the liquefaction process. In this process, we try to break the bonds that glucose has those releasing the cellulose and having or ethanol. Here we can see what is already liquefied. So the next step is the fermentation. I will use two bottles that are totally sealed with a hose, and we will let the smoothie rest for a week so that it can fermentation. We need one of the bottle that to have half water. It is important to mention that in the fermentation process it has to be exactly 8 days, no more no less, because the percentage of glucose can be formed from an acid medium and it is not required. You have gone for this reason. We have to go through the other processes to be able to obtain what we wish. Here we will use a container and filter the liquid obtained. We mix until absolutely everything filtered. So we have this way. After having our liquid, it will go through the distillation process. The liquid will be at an exact temperature 78 degrees and it will be evaporate through the plastic hose until it goes through the refrigerant that will be connected to an outlet where we will obtain our result. The refrigerant will make This could causing the boats to fall into the container and we get our ethanol. To make sure that an alcohol had been distilled and no water, we carried out this final test that how we can observe indicates that if there is presence of alcohol in the presence of ethanol. For this reason, we can say that this flammability test ignited successfully. With this, he concludes saying that if it is possible to obtain ethanol from banana peels.
To conclude, obtaining bioethanol from fermentation of banana peels was 250 milliliters for every 2.5 kilograms of raw material. The low production is mainly due to the molecular structure of our substrate, which the microorganisms that cause the production of these biofuels degrade only partially. Likewise, the lack of special equipment that reduce bioethanol in the distillation state reduce the amount of this product. However, the fact of using raw materials that have no impact on food chain make this an attractive route for its production, having as challenges the pre-treatment of the substrate for better degradation of the fermentation state.